Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're diving into a comprehensive guide provided by Booty all about building a really impactful career in special educational needs, or SEN. You know, the landscape of education is shifting so rapidly right now, so we're going to unpack exactly how an advanced diploma in SEN is designed to completely equip educators for this new era.
All right, here's our game plan for today. We're going to cover 1. The inclusive classroom shift, 2. Defining the SEN diploma, 3. Mastering special education skills, 4. Your SEN career options, and finally, 5. How to get started.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, the inclusive classroom shift.
So think about it. Inclusive education, it's not just some niche concept or an optional elective program anymore. It is literally the global standard now. Because students with diverse learning needs are now fully integrated into mainstream environments, we're seeing an absolutely urgent demand for professionals who actually understand these diverse profiles. It's honestly fascinating to see how the educational environment itself is having to adapt structurally to support every single unique mind in the room.
Which brings us to a really tough but absolutely crucial question for anyone stepping into a modern classroom. Are you genuinely equipped to support every student? General education degrees give you a fantastic foundation for sure, but they often lack the granular, specific strategies required for complex behavioral or developmental needs. It's a huge gap that a lot of educators are actively trying to fill right now, especially when they're trying to reach a student who just seems disconnected.
Moving right along to Section 2. Defining the SEN diploma.
So what actually is it? Well, according to the Booty framework, the Advanced Diploma is a professional qualification that is structured to bridge that exact skills gap we just talked about. We're talking way beyond your standard weekend professional development seminars. It offers a comprehensive curriculum designed to give teachers the deep, practical knowledge they need to support kids navigating specific learning difficulties, delays, and behavioral challenges. It's basically built to give you the confidence to walk into any room and know exactly how to assess and support that environment.
Now, you might be wondering, who is this actually for? And honestly, this is a real game changer because of how accessible it is. It's not just an avenue for veteran teachers looking for a specialization, though it's great for that. It's built for aspiring educators, career changers, and, notably, for parents and caregivers too. Gaining this structured knowledge means parents can actually use the exact same frameworks the professionals use, which can completely transform how daily support and advocacy are handled right at home.
Let's move to Section 3, Mastering Special Education Skills.
Okay, let's talk about the curriculum breakdown. We all know theory is great, right? The theory without practice kind of falls flat when you're facing a busy, chaotic classroom. That's why this program heavily balances the why with the how. You get the theoretical foundation, really understanding child development and special needs, but that is immediately paired with practical applications. You'll learn how to build robust individualized education plans, or IEPs, completely from scratch, and how to execute proven behavioral management techniques in real time. It directly connects the psychology to your daily execution.
And it gets incredibly specific. The program tackles the most prevalent modern classroom needs head-on, giving you targeted teaching methods for autism spectrum disorder and super effective classroom strategies for ADHD. To put that into perspective, current data shows that neurodivergent diagnoses in mainstream classrooms have skyrocketed over the last decade. Having dedicated, tested strategies for these specific profiles totally removes the anxiety of the unknown for the educator.
All right, let's look at Section 4, your SEN career options.
So how does this actually change your career trajectory? Well, there is a distinct professional evolution that happens here. Think about a general education path. It's vital, but it is broad by design. The focus is delivering a curriculum to a large mainstream population. The specialized SEN path, that flips the script entirely toward individualized support, inclusion coordination, and targeted developmental strategies. It effectively transforms you from a generalist into a highly sought-after specialist. And getting that specialized designation opens up quite a few doors. Beyond becoming an SEN teacher or special educator in a traditional classroom, which is amazing on its own, you could step into leadership as an inclusion coordinator, managing the strategy for an entire school. Or, you could operate entirely outside the classroom as a child development specialist or an educational consultant, shaping institutional policies and helping multiple districts step up their inclusive practices. The whole shebang.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, How to Get Started. Now, if you're worried about the time commitment, don't be. This isn't some rigid 4-year university degree. The timeline is highly focused and totally self-paced.
After you enroll, the first few months are dedicated to those foundational child development concepts. Then, right around month 6, you transition into the heavier practical skills like IEP management. Most candidates actually wrap up the entire certification within 12 months, which makes it super easy for working professionals to fit it seamlessly into their busy schedules.
So, why go with the BULI program specifically? Well, looking at the source material, a few structural elements really stand out. First, that flexible, self-paced model we just mentioned. Second, it's positioned at a way more accessible price point than traditional university routes. But the absolute kicker, it leads to an internationally recognized SEN diploma. That means your credential carries serious weight whether you're applying for a role locally or anywhere else in the world.
I want to leave you all with a final thought to chew on today. As our understanding of neurodiversity continues to grow, the classrooms of tomorrow are going to look fundamentally different than the classrooms of yesterday. Acquiring these skills isn't just about boosting your resume. It's really about asking yourself a profound question. As education evolves so that absolutely no mind is left behind, are you ready to be the expert who leads that change? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.